Hi, I'm Alexis with Cricut, and I'm here today to answer a question we hear all the time, which is, once I have a machine, what else do I need to get started? Luckily, we provide enough materials to get started right in the box. But first, you're going to want to make sure you have the right machine for you. Now, we have some resources on Cricut.com that can help you decide. A super quick machine quiz and a comparison chart, but we also have a great video here on YouTube that answers some of the questions that you might have. So we recommend checking those out and then coming back to watch the video. But if you've already selected a machine, here's what else you're going to need. First is material. So this envelope comes with your machine and has a couple of sheets of different materials for you to try out. So first, you get a few sheets of cardstock so that you can try out paper projects or cards. You'll also have some vinyl. This is what you'll use for a variety of projects like decals or stickers. Here's an example of a cute cookie jar that we made with some vinyl. Another popular material is iron-on. This is made for things like t-shirts or pillows or anything you'll want to apply with heat. The specific type of vinyl and iron-on that comes in your box is called smart vinyl and smart iron-on. Why is it smart? Because you don't need a cutting mat to get started. You can just slide it right into the machine, so you're making seamlessly. It's a great time saver. Once you've picked your material and you're ready to feed it through the machine, you're going to want to put it on a mat. Cricut mats have different stickiness levels depending on the type of material that you're using, and your machine will come with this light grip mat that you see here. We have a great resource on our blog about which mat to choose for which projects, and I'll link that in the description box below. What you're going to do is you're going to lay your material down flat on the mat, push on the material so that it sticks, and you're going to want to make sure that you don't get any air bubbles. This will also help it to not scrunch up, and it'll just go nice and smoothly so that you can cut your design perfectly. Another item you're going to want as you're getting started is transfer tape. Luckily, you'll have some of this included in the box as well. When you're using vinyl, transfer tape plays a really important role in getting your design from the backer onto whatever it is that you're creating. Here, let me show you. Now I've just cut out a vinyl decal of my name, and I obviously don't want to have to place it letter by letter and try to put it on freehand, so that's where I'm going to use transfer tape. Cut out a piece the size of your design, then you lay it on your design, stick it on, and you're able to take it and transfer it onto your customizable item. That way you're not guessing where each little piece goes, and you're able to make sure that it gets onto your base. So transfer tape is really important for that reason. We have a wide variety of tools that can be super helpful to use with your Cricut, but the two that are going to be the most important at the beginning of your journey are the weeder tool and the scraper tool. If you've purchased an Explorer or Maker 4 machine, then you'll find both of these right in the box. The Joy Extra also comes with the mini weeder tool, but if you've purchased a Cricut Joy, these are two things that you'll want to look at purchasing separately. Now, if you haven't done a lot of crafting, you might be asking yourself, what does weeding have to do with making? Well, the weeder tool is here for you after you've created your design and you cut it out. You're going to have some excess materials that you're not actually planning to move to your project, and that's where the weeder tool comes in. So it has a nice sharp point here so that you can easily lift off the parts of the material that are not being transferred. The other really important tool is the scraper tool that I mentioned earlier. So remember when we were talking about transfer tape and how you lay it down on your design so that you can transfer it to your base? You're going to use your scraper tool to make sure that your transfer tape adheres to your design so that you can move it around. Then when you get it to your base, you'll use the scraper tool again to make sure that your design adheres to it. So you use these both for picking up the design and applying it. So the scraper tool and weeder tool are going to be some of your best friends. We recommend having these two things handy when you get started. Another way we're taking the guesswork out of getting started with your machine is to purchase it in a bundle. So not only will you get the basics that we just talked about being included with your machine, but they also come with a bunch of extra material. You'll get a variety of colors and card making supplies, enough to make up to 250 projects depending on the bundle you purchase, and it'll save you a ton of money. So today we've talked about what you'll need to get started with your machine. It's easier than ever to get making day one. With the included materials and tools, or if you're purchasing a bundle, you don't need to guess what you'll use or what you'll need. You can start playing around with different materials and making different projects to get a feel for what you like best and find yourself using the most. Now that you've seen everything you'll need to get started, it's probably a good time to check out Design Space. We have a ton of videos and how-tos there that walk you through everything from setting up your machine all the way up to more advanced projects as you build your skills. Make sure to check that all out. It'll help you to get the most out of your machine, or keep watching our other videos here on YouTube. Happy making!